But first and foremost, this is for an elementary school library with a school with about 500 students. So this right here, this set of doors would be the primary entrance to the library because I kind of modeled this library after what I would want in my own school building, and this is where it leads into from the front door of the school. So if you were to come into these doors, you would see off to the side there's a stage, and I thought the stage area would be really appropriate for an elementary school library because students could sit on this stage, and it's tiered in order to listen to a story or to watch a presenter. And then I also thought it would be really cool to have the kids do reader's theater from the stage or any kind of presentation from the stage, as well as just having a cozy area to read. There could be some pillowcase or pillows and bean bags and things like that that could also go on the stage. Off to the side, this is where I started my picture book collection, and it L's over here on this side of the wall. And then I also put this bookcase right here in the middle because I thought it would help to break up the sound in this side of the room. I also put some small group tables over here where I figured kids could collaborate together, or if need be there could be some instruction going on, a small group or even a whole group. These tables will fit about 4 children each. And there's also a smart board on this side of the room. I lowered it and put it right over these small bookcases because I figured mostly the primary students would be able to use that smart board, and it would need to be at a height where they could manipulate things on the smart board. So that's kind of how I set up that side of the room. Over here in the middle of the room, this is where my fiction book collection would start. And these are actually, and I'll go ahead and pan around, double-sided shelves. So there's a little bit more shelving here than it originally looks like. And I designed these shelves with all the ADA guidelines in mind. There's enough space for wheelchair turnaround in there and for them to be able to get through the shelves easily. Behind the fiction collection, I have independent student work areas set up with computers. An advantage to having these computers behind this fiction collection is that these taller bookcases can help to block out some of the noise that might be caused from this whole group area or even small group area. In the middle of the library, I have my circulation desk. I put this here so that I could see all the different areas of the room in order to monitor and make sure that kids don't need any assistance. And on either side of the circulation desk, I've put a small bookshelf for reference materials, and this just helps to divide space and to create some aisles and some separation of space. And down here at the front, I have rectangular tables that are ideal for maybe a whole class lesson or even some small group activities. And in front of those tables there are, and I'll pan around, there are 2 whiteboards set up. And these whiteboards have a projector attached to them, and you're able to manipulate them like a smartboard. I also added some shelves up here at the front of the room. I figured that our fiction collection is the largest collection, and I figured this could be overflow for the fiction collection. I might be able to put some other kinds of materials up here as well as a growth area for any other collections that might outgrow their areas. On this side of the room, there's another door. This door is used less frequently to get in the library, but it's still an access door to the library. And on this side I have my non-fiction collection. Once again, these are double-sided bookshelves. It mirrors the other side of the room. I put some student work computers, individual work computers back here at the back, and I use these non-fiction collection bookcases to section off this individual workspace so that there would be a noise barrier. Off to this side I did a comfy reading area These chairs would be able to move around, and beside the chairs I put the magazine collection. There's also a door off to the side here. That's where my AV room would be, and there would also be a librarian's workspace, office, place to store personal materials. The back of the library at my school actually opens to a courtyard, and ideally these back walls would be glass to allow for some natural light in the library. So I'll pan back out and do an overview of the library again. Some other specifics of my facility that you might not be able to see from the SketchUp: I would choose to have carpet inside the library. That would help with some of the noise and also make it a little bit more warm and inviting. Over here I chose circular tables, and those are 42-inch diameter tables. I figured that would be more conducive to small group working, whereas these rectangular tables are a little bit larger and they allow more students to fit at them, which would be more conducive to a whole group lesson. Over here I chose this style workstations because each student is allowed a little bit more space by it being circular, and the computers fit nicely with all the wires going down into the space behind the computers.